Hello, welcome back. If you watched our previous video, we were able to find the password for level 4, which we have here. You copy it, paste it into your file, and let's exit from level 3. So just type exit and press enter. Now let's press up key to go to level 4. Let's change this to 4 and we press enter. Paste the password, press enter. We are logged in as Bandit 4. Okay, let's go and read our instructions. To move from level 4 to level 5, you're going to click on level 4 to 5. The password to the next level is stored in the only human readable file in the in here directory. If your terminal is messed up, try the reset command. And these are the list of commands that we can try. Remember, in our previous videos, these were commands that we used to open and folders, open files, check what we are doing and all that. So that's what we're going to base on. Let's go back to terminal. The clue here is that the file is the only human readable file in the in here directory. So now that we are logged in, to check the current folder that we are in, to make sure we are in the right folder, let's do pwd. Yes, indeed, we are in the right folder. To find the files, we can do ls like we've been doing, or if we think that the file is hidden, we can add -la to it to find all the files. Okay, now this folder is what we are talking about, so let's move into the folder. Let's enter into the folder or open the folder. How do we open the folder? We open it with cd, then type the name of the folder, press enter. Now we are in the folder. Let's find out what the folder contains. Let's do a normal ls, because he told us that he didn't tell us that the file name is hidden. So we see all these files and they are not hidden. They only begin with a hyphen, which we have seen in the first and second levels, and you remember how we opened them, right? So we can go manually and say cat, then /dash file, then 0, press enter. This doesn't look human readable. This is the content of file 0, doesn't look human readable. Or we can write a bash script that is going to open all these files simultaneously for us, but let's go manually and do it. So the second one, because we want the command that we just typed, we just press up key on our keyboard. The up key, you have up, down, left and right, so just press up key on your keyboard, delete the 0, change it to 1, press enter. This is also not human readable. The same thing, up key on your keyboard, delete the 0, change it to 2, press enter. This is also not readable. Let's do it until we find the human readable file in here. So not human readable. Okay, not human readable. I'm not sure that's also human readable either. So let's do this same thing. Press up key, press enter. Okay, this looks a bit human readable than the other ones which we have up here. These are the other ones we have up here. So let's see. 8, not human readable. 9, also not human readable. So the only thing that looks like the other password is the file 7. So we copy it. This is level, paste, So now we are at level, we now know the level 5 password. We want to look at level 6. So we exit because we are done here. Then let's go to level 5. I just press up key on my keyboard, change this to 5, press enter. Okay, so we paste the password, press enter. We are logged in as Bandit 5. We want to find the password for Bandit 6. Okay, so now that we've been able to log into Bandit 5, let's look at the instructions as to how to get to Bandit 6. So Bandit level 5 to 6, let's click on it. The password to the next level is stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all of the following properties. So it is human readable, it is 1033 bytes in size, and it is not executable. So how do we find a file with these properties? So when we look at the commands that we may need, we can clearly see a find here. So we see one command here in particular, that is find. Let's go to our terminal where we've connected to Bandit 5 and see what's there. So let's do a pwd to see where we are working. Okay, so we are in the right folder. Now all we have to do is to make sure that we can see the files in here. Okay, so there is a folder called in here. Let's go into the in here folder and see what it contains. I believe you've not forgotten our command for entering into a folder or for opening a folder, and that is, you're right, cd. So we type cd and then the name. Let's find out what we have in the folder. We do an ls or we add an la to see any other hidden file. Okay, so wow, we have plenty folders here. Let me do a simple ls. Let's see. Okay, so we have about 17 different folders. If we want to go manually, we will not be able to see where the file is. For example, let's enter the first folder. When we take a look inside this folder, let's look at the first one. So let's cd into the first folder. Let's find the files in there. So inside the first folder we have at least 7 files or 8 files, and I believe this is same for most of the folders that we've seen. Let's go back. So it means that we will need a technique that will help us to find the file we are looking for, as there are more than 17 different folders, each containing more than 7 files. So there comes our savior, the find command. Let's type find. Anytime you need help with how to use a command, just say the name of the command and type help. So this is how we can use the find command. So you have your find, then your flags will follow. So we can also do man. We can also say man Okay. We can also do man and then find, and this will give us more detailed than the help. The man is like a manual, short form for manual, and it's used to get the manual for the command that you're trying to look for. Sorry. So we see more details here than the normal one that we say help. To quit or to leave this side, just press Q on your keyboard. Now, so let's try this command. Find. What are we looking for? We want to find something within a particular folder. And what's the name of this folder? The name of this folder is a dot, like we saw in the ls command. So say find and dots. Sorry for the hiccups. Sorry. So we are finding a file, and so the type here, the type is a file. So I say type F for file. What other properties do we know about this? So it's a file. It is human readable. It's 1033 bytes in size. So let's add this feature. It is of size. It's of size 1033, and it's not executable. So not in computer is denoted by an exclamation sign. So not executable. So we try to execute the find command on the current folder. The current folder, in order to tell the computer that this is the current folder, I'll use a dot, and then the file type is F, meaning it's a file, it's not a folder. And then the size, sorry, there shouldn't be any space between the dash and the size. So the file size should be 1033 and not executable. So not and executable. Let me take it again. We are trying to find a file within the current folder, and the type of file is F, meaning it's not a folder. The size should be 1033 as given in the description, and it's not executable. So not is denoted by exclamation sign, and then we add our flag, not executable. Anytime you see the dash, it means this is a flag. So there's a flag, there's a flag. The flags are also called options. So press enter. Okay. Okay, so I think let's see. Let me copy the same let me copy the same thing, paste it. The only difference is there should be a space in here between the not and the executable. Yes, not fun. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Okay, and let me look at the instructions again. So it is 1033 bytes in size. So bytes in here, and because it's bytes, I'll have to add a C to it. And all this you can get all these things from the help menu. Press enter, and it's telling us that there's a file here that fits the description that we are talking about. There's a file here that fits the description that we are talking about. So sorry for the hiccups. Take water so soon. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm back. So let's now find the content of this file. To get the content of this file, we know the command is cat. Then we can just copy this and paste. Press enter. And yes, indeed, we have our password in here. Copy it, paste it, and then we look at level 7. Please like, share, and subscribe as we go on to the next video. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.